Now, what's known to have already happened is what's been known to already happen has already happened. If that's your point of reference for what it is, the hope and success of the future, you will fail. And given that's written in my faith, but it's written in the sky, it's in the physics in which we coexist. If you find yourself enemy or count yourself as such, enemy to that which is that thing, nothing's going to happen good for you. There's no blessing for that. You know what we call that in America? Treason. We call that treason in America. I'm going to hang on to this 12.5 to 9%. And force it onto everyone else. I'm sitting here fighting you right now. I'm nowhere near that. I'm on top of the fucking pile. I'm on the goddamn mount. Nowhere near it. Nothing's suffered. Nothing's changed. It's the same goddamn scene. The power is still there. It multiplies as such. Nothing, and you're not included in it. You're not preclusive to it. You're none of these things. And then I have to find ramification for that? No. You're coming with a non-problem / non-question. And so you think you can get around it because that's how you treat her? Welcome to the universe. It's there. That's the physics. It's how that got to there. It can't. So be it. The gun points away, that's about it. And this has been done already. But now it's some sort of cosine and some sort of weird reverb, a reaction and a ricochet later. My ass is getting toast for sitting here explaining to you what it is things that are already there, which you say you hold a greater command of than I myself do, so as then such you would be allowed to do things like treat her like that, so that such that you would be able to bring then this question to me is a falsity. And if that's the entirety, then fuck it, I don't want it. I can't deal with it. I can't use it. I can't digest it. I don't know how anybody else would, and I don't want to learn that. What good could possibly come of this? None of that has been provided. And that's not a question that I wish to entertain. If it's sitting there as not as such, then no. It's not worth picking it up. It's already been done. And now half the field turns into 3/4 of the orb, and then we're already all the way down to the same damn sliver that comes to the same thing, and then it flips out backwards and it becomes a point, and then you assume that point to be something that is such not therein, which is not, but then greater than that which is there, which is not. And then in some sort of soliloquy, satisfy this imbalance with some sort of karmic displacement, creation of an item in a different language. Displacement, creation of an item. Displacement, creation of an item. Displacement, creation of an item. Is not what I'm doing here. So here's a little tiny little message, here's a little tiny little message. They're fine. The gods have not been parted. Nothing would do this justice. I have a ukulele and a mouth. It's not going to do anything. Why would I get up now? That's your fault. And then make it harder? Rip that 12.5 to 9%? At 8.9 you're dead. And we don't know how to do it. To just walk up and you're dead now? We don't know how to do that. I'd like to know. everything's easier for me, and I'm probably the guy to find that out. That's how that turns out. So then to strut as if not having that is having that, you're dead before you walked in the door, man. That's not positive thinking. That's derailment. And then you find out later that was its point. Well, what happened to her? You know, it starts to go away now. And then that's her? No, it isn't. I actually talked to her. She's fine. You know, this wasn't a question. And all this time later, all this stuff later, with this pile of bullshit behind it, which is now in front of it, and I'm supposed to entertain this as if it's a nuance to me? As if it's exclusive to a future that I can't access? Failure? I climbed that rope too. I sat there dead on the floor. No surprises to me. And no happy birthday also on the other end. Just another fucking war about fucking personal property, which I don't want. I don't want that. I don't want you. With an entire history full of receipts evidencing this. If it came to that point. Which is why I hold this position and you don't. You don't need another answer to walk away from that non-question. And I've extended that to every living fucking thing. Every fucking molecule. And that's what tri-binary is, see? That's what the Constitution's about, see? That's what following the law's about, see? That's how things work, see? That's not going to change. And I have to sit here and be a badass because you suck at your life? Well, I'd rather be doing something else? And you're supposed to hold that. I'm supposed to hold that on me, what you're holding on to me, by virtue of the fact that you're holding on to me to keep me away from that which I want. Where is this satiated? Where is this found sustainable? Anywhere. And if it can't amount to that, how would I introduce it into a new context that it not only can't get to, but it can't hold? If it's already done with context, then it's not going to work out so good. It's not a choice. It's a fact. This part and this part. Okay, well maybe if we do the good one for long enough, we'll run into a little bit. I don't know. I'm not going to tell it what to do. That's not how things work. But all the while keep me from what I want is the paramount thing. You're on your own.